all of the bravado and all of the front that I'd put up and all of the who did you sleep with last week, or what's the girl that knows your name, or how many followers have you got on Instagram, they were hollow. But there's so many people that are chasing that. There's so many people who see that as their primary source of value. And other people's heads are a wretched place for your self-worth to live.
One of the things about pursuing status, like look at the car he's driving and look at the watch he's wearing and look at the girl he's with, that's unattainable to many people, so it seems like it's valuable. But then you attained it, and then you realize, oh, this is not valuable. This is just difficult to get. And there's a difference. There's a big difference. What's valuable is something that fulfills you intellectually, emotionally, spiritually, lovingly, right? Like having a great relationship with someone is very valuable, and it's hard to achieve. It's hard to be worthy of having a great relationship. It's hard to be worthy of having a great friend. And to be a great friend is very valuable. And to be friends with people that are intellectually stimulating is so valuable. The people that are around you, the people that you can have conversations with you that ignite a curiosity and change your perspective. And a person whose point of view and ideas they're enriching to you. They literally are fuel for your own curiosity and fuel for your own perspective. And you could admire that person's thoughts and take some of what they've said and apply it to your own life. And we're doing that. You and I are both doing that. And we're doing that through conversations that affect, who knows how many people out there. Who knows how many people have listened to your conversations with people and developed a newfound perspective, developed a different way of looking at their own life that is now serving them and helping them get out of whatever unsatisfying, shallow life that they're living and move towards something that's more aligned with who they want to be and who they can be. And they realize it through you and through you saying these things that you had all those things, all the trappings of fame and success, what people look at because they're so hard. It's so hard to be wealthy. It's so hard to drive a very nice car. It's very difficult. So when people see a person who's done it, they say, oh, I want to be like him. And you can either be that guy that flaunts that all the time and has that all over Instagram with a bunch of girls in bikinis hanging on you, or you can be the guy who says, you know what, I did that and it wasn't anything special. And now I realize that this was all just a flaw in my own way of living and thinking, and I'm much more in line with what seems to be natural and healthy, and I'm growing and learning, and I'm more successful in that way than I ever would be just like showing diamond jewelry and big houses and all that stupid shit.
Dude, I love the insight that it's not valuable, it's just difficult to attain.
Yeah.
And the difficulty in attaining it is a proxy. It masquerades as value.
Yes.
So Naval has a quote that says, it is far easier to achieve your material desires than to renounce them. And I do think that there is an element of that we can say this, right? And lots of people consume lots and lots of content online. And you can tell someone, look, this is what the top of the mountain looks like, or this is what further up the mountain than you are looks like. And yet, they still need to trudge all the way up there, get up there, have a look for themselves, and go, shit, you're right.
Yeah.
That guy, you remember that guy that I listened to 5 years ago? He was right. So there's an element of, not futility, but I feel like a lot of people still need to learn this firsthand. Had you have consumed the right amount of stuff online, I could have front-loaded a lot of the lessons and mistakes that I needed to make, and not needed to do them myself. I would have just been able to go,
yeah, you need to figure it out yourself. It can help your journey by learning from other people's mistakes, just like we were talking about learning from alcoholics and never be an alcoholic. But there's a certain amount of mistakes that you have to make.
Yes.
There's a certain amount of really stupid decisions that you have to feel the pain of those failures. It's valuable. It's good. It's good for you. But it's also good to hear someone say it.
Yes.
So that when someone else comes along and they start on the path maybe that you were on, and then they run into you having conversations about the shallowness of these pursuits, and then they realize in their own life, maybe without having to go all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Maybe they just make a couple of steps up and they go, hey, I see where this is going.
Yeah.
This is fruitless.
It's not worthwhile. And I understand the reason that culture and wisdom previously existed was that you would take on what other people said was valuable, because for the most part, it was something that was valuable, right? Cultural or mimetic evolution meant that the stuff that stuck about, like, don't put your hand in that fire, don't go to that cave over the far side,
Right.
like, that was useful information. But now, because we've got so much luxury to LARP our way through the world in comfort and convenience, people are being told to value things that genuinely aren't that valuable. And yeah, there's a big part of it that young people need to learn. You do not need to chase down the things that your local area is telling you that you need to.